What's going on, y'all? It's probably about 1, 2 in the morning. It's my day off today. I'm just gonna play some Fallout New Vegas. I got some of the music playing in the background. Thought it would be a perfect good filler for a little video. Um, Currently, I just got done working crazy a bunch with all the festivals and whatnot around my town, and kind of just happy for things to get back to normal. But in the meantime, it's summer season, and things out here just get really slow for whatever reason. Well, for one, the heat's unbearable. I mean, it's literally terrible out here. Um, I don't have my AC on because I'm trying to run low on my electric bill right now. I'm just trying to take care of my money. I say that, I'm not good at saving money. I mean, I don't make the best money. I don't make the worst money. Definitely don't make the best money. But yeah, it's just more like getting by for me right now. Um, I'm working over at this kitchen, and I bust my ass. I do my hustle, but the pay is just not all that great. I mean, it's good for what I am, and probably more than most people around here for entry level work. But for me, it's just kind of killing me right now because I'm at an age where I could be serving or bartending and making just a little bit more than a buck a night. That's not guaranteed, but something's better than nothing. For a while, I thought drinking, my go-to whiskey was always Jameson or Tullamore Dew, a good Irish whiskey, but I kind of dumbed it down to Jim Beam just because it was a little bit more affordable, which I thought was a bottom shelf liquor for a while. And as of tonight, I'm currently drinking Kentucky. What is it? They just call it Kentucky whiskey. It used to be called Heaven Hill when I was growing up in my teens. But now it's just straight up called Kentucky whiskey. It literally makes me feel like I'm drinking what you would find in a Fallout game or something. But for $5 a bottle, it's a buzz. I mean, I'm not dead broke, or I could just not drink at all. But it's my off day, so I gotta get into something. Even if it means just me sitting at the house kicking back on some Fallout New Vegas. I've been playing New Vegas on and off a lot throughout my life, but the older I get, the more I find respect for it. Um, the dim, dark places of the game don't feel so lonely anymore. To me personally, they feel more like a real place, a place that had been lived in. Um, and that's kind of where I'm getting at more in my life. It's just, the more I go on, the less bad things seem, even when in surface they might look terrible to the normal person. But it's all depends on how you look at it. I mean, realistically, if I wanted to change things tomorrow, I could, jump on, work 2, 3 jobs, hustle my ass off. But it's like I'm not really sure why I'd want to do that right now. It seems nice on the surface to make all this money, but um, just not really sure what I would do with it. As a single man, it's really hard to decide what to do with your time. There's nothing really going on in your life. I don't have kids that are begging me to go to school or begging me for whatever. I'm just kind of on my own. Right now I might not have money for my rent, but it's the beginning of the month. I can scratch on that later. You know, it sucks to just get by, but I've been doing it for a hot minute now. Just kind of making sure I can afford my rent at the very least at the end of the month. But it's easier said than done. With the slow season soon, we're about to start cutting hours, I'm sure, with work. And I'm gonna have to start figuring out what I'm gonna do to make things work. Even if it means just staying in every night, that's fine with me as long as things are getting paid for on time. Also, just kind of worrying about my overall health. kind of got some things going on, you know. It's not anything bad. I luckily don't have any diseases, but just been having a problem with one of my back teeth back here. I had a root canal a while back and it's starting to loosen up on me. I don't know. I can tell it's probably gonna fall out here in the next month or two. So I'm gonna have to learn to live without another tooth, I guess, which is not the worst thing by any means, but it is just another thing I gotta deal with, you know, just whatever. Um, and then just overall, you know, like smoking and drinking every day, it's definitely catching up to me, you know. There's only so long in my life where I'm gonna be able to just keep living like I'm immortal, you know. I'm not. The older I get, the more I'm kind of wondering what I even want to do with my life, you know. Kind of career-wise, I kind of don't really care, you know. I've always been cooking, and it's not terrible. I mean, it doesn't make me feel too fulfilled, but you know, not everyone can just go and cook the meals I do the way I do them, and that does bring some joy to my life, at the very least. Because I know a lot of guys my age, or guys who are in their 30s, 40s, doing the same shit forever. You know, I'm only 25. Life doesn't have to stay like this, you know. So we're gonna see. My whole goal this month is just kind of to stay back a little bit, save some money if I can, you know. It's just easier said than done. Even though I work in a kitchen, I could get free food anytime, you know, but I still end up craving other meals and whatnot, you know. I don't just eat to live, I live to eat some days, you know. So, you know, I need to cut back on some things, you know. Like work, you know, it's good, you know. I have everything I need really. Um, I was complaining for a while about not being able to do my laundry because I didn't have a laundry machine at my apartment. So, but I've been going to work and just washing my uniforms there. They have an upstairs area where I can just kind of knock everything out. And yeah, that's been helpful, you know. Just not having to run around spending money at the laundromat or asking a friend, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm going to need the uniform for work, so they understand that I need to get into that washer area, you know. And then the cooler I've been with everyone at work, you know, too. Like I've been talking to people that aren't normally in my department, but we've been getting cool, and in return, you know, they're allowing me to get shift drinks and you know things like that, or we go out afterwards and they'll hook me up with a shot or two, you know, things like little things like that, you know, they add up. Especially when you account for, I guess, my life last year. I didn't really know anyone at all, so you know that's been nice. Normally I drink my whiskey straight, but this shit is downright disgusting. Um, there's a term for certain alcohol like this. It's called rot gut, and the reason they call it that is because it will literally rot out your insides if you drink enough of it. So I just gotta take it easy. Um, Hopefully, if I'm lucky, this bottle will be done within the next 2 3 days and not tomorrow night. Because, like I said, I'm off. Worst case scenario, I end up sitting inside playing Fallout New Vegas all day and just drinking this fucking whiskey. There's not much to do on my off days, you know. I hang out with my friends a good bit. They often come to visit me. It's nice having a group of friends that look up to you as a cool person, you know. Albeit they know I'm not the best at what I do or don't really take the best care of myself, they still idolize me because they think I'm a cool person to be around, quote unquote, which I do not agree with. I genuinely think that I'm one of the worst. Because people see me and they kind of fantasize about this person that I'm not. You know, on the outer edge, you see me doing what I do every day, which is just working and bullshitting. When it comes to women, you know, I talk to whoever I want to as if I knew them my whole life. But in reality, it's not that easy, you know. Um, but it is what it is. You know, I've got a good crew of people that fall behind me most of the time, and you know, it's nice. You know, albeit I'm broke, I don't have to rely on others to pay my bills or worry about someone else being able to make sure we're good for the end of the month. You know, it's just me. It can be expensive, it can be lonely, but all in all, it's what I chose. I couldn't see it happening any other way. And living in the city, you know, it's full of opportunity. I really just need to get out there and see what's going on. I just don't always feel inclined to do it all the time, you know, because you know things can get pretty much the same, you know. You end up going drinking and talking to certain people, and you'll swear that you've met them 1,000 times before. Even though it's an entirely different person, you just kind of run into that same type of person. You know what I mean? But I like to say I'm pretty much my own self, you know. Hopefully tomorrow night I can just get some friends over, play some board games, and just kind of hang out for a bit, you know, smoke, have some whiskey, you know, just kind of fucking hang out, you know. I really need that right now in my life. Um, and plus, you know, my off days, you know, when you're working so much, your off days almost feel like a holiday because, you know, I work late at night, so when I get off, it's usually about 11, 12 at the minimum. So, I mean, these are my freedom hours, just late at night, you know. I go to the 24-hour liquor store down the street. They sell fucking everything. I mean, fried chicken. They always got fresh fried chicken. Any kind of booze you're looking for. Pretty much whatever kind of, you know, convenience store bullshit. So yeah, you know, I go head out there after work. I'll get a case of beer or a bottle and just go see my friends for a bit. You know, as you do in the city. Working in restaurants, bars, everyone kind of gets off around the same time. So the nightlife here is pretty nice. But yeah, hopefully within the next month, unless I boil under this hot sun in Louisiana, I can get back to y'all and kind of give y'all an update on what's going on. But for right now, yeah, it's just kind of what I'm doing. Um, so I hope y'all have a good night and take it easy.